Na, dann wollen wir doch mal, ne? Wurde mir ja jetzt oft genug gesagt, ich müsste dieses ominöse Disco Elysium mal spielen. Jetzt ist es endlich soweit. Mit was fangen wir denn an? Nee, keine Lust jetzt. Extrem körperbetont, interagiert vor allem auf physische Weise mit der Welt. Ist okay. Dinge gebacken, aber Stroh. Nee, das ist raus. Äußert physiologisch. Ja, nee, labil sind wir nicht. Nee. Intelligent ist immer relativ. Ich hasse Menschen. Passt. Ja, passt. Nehme ich.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Das ist so gut, wenn ich nichts mehr machen muss. Ist perfekt.
Ever.
Ja.
Never, ever. Never, ever, baby.
Klingt doch gar nicht so schlecht.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Ich glaube aber keine Ex-Frauen jetzt.
Yes, it is. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. I know you do, baby. I know. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Ja, aber wohin? Ruhige Überfahrt wohin? Ey, alle.
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
Wer ist denn jetzt der Nullholm? Keine Ahnung.
Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will. The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meter. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Ich will nichts. Warum habe ich jetzt Alkohol? Was soll denn das? Frechheit.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can name a motor carriage.
Schau. Sag mal. Was ist mit ihm? Was stimmt denn mit dem nicht? Gott, oh Gott, ey. Ein Glück passiert mir sowas nicht. Zieh dir erstmal was an, mein Freund. Hier, da, komm. Was haben wir da? Nee, Alkohol. Wer braucht das denn? Nehmen wir das Hemd dann noch, ne?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Aha, okay. Ja,
It
holen wir
says
raus.
whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Werden wir wohl irgendwann hin müssen. So ein bisschen noch.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Aber wie voll war der denn?
Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror, behold,
Wow.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you? Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume la Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Komisches Ding. Also, das ist ja ganz, ganz komisch. Und dann noch.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Ja, ich.
The blades come squeaking to a halt.
Aha, siehst du, sehr
It should
gut.
be easier to reach the tie now.
Ja, haha.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporize. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off.
Von mir aus.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. Something you've done before. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you own the window agrees.
Scheiß drauf.
Its cracked smile is cold and sparkly.
Ja, ist kaputt, ne? Ich den Schuh trotzdem nehmen. Ja. Was?
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Ein paar fremde Türen aufmachen, ne? Haben wir da noch was? Was ist das? Wow.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like 2 baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Was gibt's denn hier alles anzuklicken?
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance. Then look, everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. The small steel tag says as much. The great skua. Stegoarius skua.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Arsch. Das ist schon frech.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like as you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he is waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Ich mit der auch noch reden.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
It seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Also, 2 im Team wäre auch nicht schlecht gewesen, ne? Ach du Scheiße. Was kann ich denn hier noch alles machen?